game. I think Astralis, of all teams at this event, are going to be able to reset pretty quickly. I want to see the sides as well. We know fnatic have had trouble, as many teams have on the T side of this map, and Astralis are very dynamic in the calling. fnatic won knife, so they will get a good start. Okay, talking about the second half at least then, I think blame's going to be terrifying in cave. Some of the stuff he was doing to enter yesterday on the lane was really, really scary. But fnatic, they pulled a 12-3 back to an overtime win on this CT half against Big, so let's give them the respect they deserve here. A little A-pop for Astralis. Crim's getting dinked and run down in the donut, and the boost up over the top of the smoke. Glaive spinning like a little wheel on the site, but he'll get the plant, and now Astralis hold off.
Yeah, first man challenging is from CT, but over in Temple, that's where the real danger is. Oh, they run down the CT player, and now they flip back around, looking to deal with this, but all of a sudden it's back into a 3-on-3. Glaive's to tuck in, he's at 1 point of health, he's hiding, and his teammates are dropping like flies. Glaive dead, and it's only one man. Zip in the clutch. Oh, it's so close, they're still on the bomb. One bullet, and that makes all the damn difference. Astralis, they win the pistol, and Zip, 1 versus 3 in the clutch. That's more like it.
Yeah, he's pulling the clutches out now. We know the series is heating up, and we asked if Astralis could pull it out the bag after getting bullied on the previous map. Well, that certainly answers our questions early. Zip is back in his element, and that's a pistol round for Astralis. Very nice try on fnatic. That was a 3-on-5 trying to get back into the bomb site, but all locked out by one man. Config out in middle now. fnatic have the default pistols, and the spray almost, that's a second. There's a Zeus on Brollan, and he's going to find blame in the lane. Don't call it banana, don't you damn dare. It's straight as hell. Astralis, they're going to go straight to A instead. Run round this rotate. They've seen that default player, and even though it's a full eco, I'd like to think it wouldn't get out of control, but that would be coping, that would be hoping. Crims has done a dink in, and smooya has an off angle.
At a bare minimum, you can do a lot of damage here. Oh, bomb pushing into Temple. Zip. He's got the package on his back, and he's looking for gunfights. He's not concerned about playing bomb. You want as many guns up as you can have, and Zip is the only one you need.
I love that reaction for Zip, because he knows that two things. One, A-planting, or even planting on this map is extremely difficult. And when you think there's no one there, suddenly everyone can peek. But also, after the Zeus comes onto blame from B lane, at that point, fnatic know what's up. Like, they've cleared the entire map, they've cleared middle, they won that fight from smooya, they cleared B. They know Astralis have to be A. So Zip realizes everyone is close. Very dangerous fights getting taken, but they all get won by Zip. And after winning that little clutch in the pistol, he's already looking a lot more confident, a lot more tuned in. Flash dodged, Alex deep in middle, Glaive jiggling, and now Alex needs to try and get out. He does with a kill. Flash is good though from the other side, and Alex somehow doubles down before he leaves. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, I thought he was. I was like ready to be like, oh, good trade, config. Good, well set up, perfectly executed, but instead...
Oh, careful.
Oh, that was a dink. Brollan heard it. Shots going either which way, and they run on the reload. Oh, but Brollan, he's got that quick draw. Out with the M4 and in with a double. Now all unlucky. Top T red and looking for a way back in, but he's a long way removed from the round, right? The bomb is about to be discovered by fnatic. If they wanted to, they could play around this. They're just going to sit on it knowing that Lucky is going to be in for a rough old time.
They haven't actually seen it. Alex walked right by, but it was a little deeper in mid. It shouldn't matter because he's so far away. But maybe Alex is going to go back, and if he checks spawn, he will find it. So there it is. Alex now back there, and Lucky is going to have to do everything from this donut position. But with every second that passes, more space taken, more position gained. And this big wrap round the world. Well, it's found one kill. Alex now knows what's up. He's still low. Lucky's not got the time to win this unless he gets the immediate kill and runs A with a bomb. That's the only open place. 15 seconds. They know the package is here, though. And I don't know if there's even time. It doesn't seem like it. He's going to go look for the kills right at the very end, but the penny has dropped, and the round has been won by fnatic. Still a nice try for Lucky. Did all he could. There's the Brits on the board.
Yeah, really nice double up from Alex in mid. I still can't quite get over it that that's how the round starts for Astralis. You know, first guy falling, that one's fair enough. blame's just trying to swing him while they know they've got him trapped, but it's that follow-up onto Config that was so clean, despite being flashed, despite the setup, the layup for that being perfect from Astralis. They still falter. And now they lean heavy towards A. There is a bit of a fake being sold over towards this B site. blameF lobbing that utility in. But fnatic haven't fallen for it. They've already taken lane away. And now that a bit of spam damage has come out onto Crims, rotates are going to start to come through nice and early for fnatic. Crims blind and can't do a damn thing. Another man sat back in Temple. It's Alex this time waiting. Deals with the first, but now they know where he is. It's a follow-up kill from smooya to tip the scales, and Alex looking for angles. Brollan swinging out of donut, and it's only blame 1 versus 2. The man who's tried to sell the fake at B now has to clutch the whole damn round.
Dude, I don't know how Brollan does it. He makes the A1S look an A4. Someone needs to check what mags he's putting in. The transfers, these spray downs. All coming through for Brollan.
This is a little scary here.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
They have split up these fights for him. They've given him 2 attempts at 1v1s, and right now, Alex still in middle. Going all the way up to lane in case blame tries to reroute with the bomb. Either this is Mega Brain or it's going to give this fight over. Mezzy, luckily enough, wins it.
Yeah, I want to talk about that pop for Astralis, because even though fnatic win the round, I think it's actually really impressive. They are full smoked out of main, but what they do is they throw a deep flash nade towards the big box, a very common angle for CTs to play. Crims comes close. He sees that flash pop behind him, but then glaive right-clicks one or throws it very close in the smoke. He can't even see it come through. And so, like, the first flash is almost like a bait, a ruse, or to get a Temple player off. But then there's that close flash that ruins Crims' day. It's a really nice little detail there, but Crims thought he'd, you know, absolutely outposition the utility, but there was always going to be a little bit more for Astralis.
Yeah, I love those double flash setups. You know, I think like the most common one that you'll see a lot is like double flashes on lower nuke to clear the double doors corner, right?
That's a good example.
It's like they turn away, suddenly, as they go back to be ready on the angle, that's where the second flash pops them and leaves them screwed. This is meant to be a clean round, and it's looking like fnatic can deliver on that. smooya really pushing the boat out with this mid-aggression, and I like that he just calls it off. You know, it would have been very smooya-y to go for that, but you might be left glad you didn't after blame has opened up into the B side. That was the only man who's able... throwing the bomb back. And he's left it like right in the eyes of Brollan. Brollan's saying, why would you do that, blame? You've given me the round. And now they hear glaive moving in through T-spawn. It's a done deal. fnatic looking to keep 4 in good standing.
Yeah. Trying to sweat with a Glock, but it's not going to work against smooya. The anti-eco king is going to be there to clear it up. 3-2. But here's the buy for Astralis. And yeah, they do have nice T sides. I think that is a worry considering we haven't seen the same for fnatic in this tournament, at least. On this map specifically. And so I think Astralis are going to have to, you know, start it off strong right at the beginning, get some gun rounds on the board, remind us who we're up against. Double molly mid. Decisive out of the gates. fnatic take that control, and they put the AWP in donut as well. Alex even can climb up. It's been mollied early from T-spawn. But he is not worried. In he goes. 2 players there, and going any further puts you in just this tunnel of death. Turning back into config in middle, but he can't get it too aggressive yet. He's smoked off right now. He's also got the bomb to worry about later. Brollan going through the smoke. Very risky. Going to just fall back into spams instead. It's a slow default for Astralis, but they've got to wait out some util before they can get much room.
Yeah, just kind of a standoff. Okay. Oh my god. There's a lot of them in that smoke, and Brollan's going to get rid of all of them.
I don't think he's had a single kill off of the spray yet. I think he's only double killed in this half.
It's kind of wild, isn't it? I mean, even though that B pop was coming in, the bomb is still all the way down here outside of middle on Config. It's been that way since the start of the round. And now Config and Blame looking to play their own game with this one. Blame still waiting back in cave. And this is all well and good for him to mop up players rotating, but...
Oh, he's going to get this.
It's a freebie. Play, don't look, and in with a double. blameF has opened up. Smooya just saw. Smooya.
Yeah. Someone told him.
Yeah.
You did.
Someone said that's the bomb, by the way. That's the last man. That's the most important man. And Config already on the angle.
I don't know what happened for Crims, but he was holding Brollan's back. The reason Brollan's looking there is because Crims has the cave walk, but he turns around. He goes back. Maybe he checked long, but he didn't need to with Brollan on the off angle. And Crims kind of loses that round there by getting off the angle and Brollan getting backstabbed. Smooya, he had the drop, he had the 1v1, but he scoped so early. And Config hears it and just holds for the repeak. That's a round that fnatic did not have any business losing. Alex knows. Oh, no he doesn't. He didn't fully clear the corner. Config's there, causing nuisances in middle already this game. But yeah, that's a stinker of a round. Got to move past it though. Here we go.
Yeah, I think a very, very big swing player in this map, especially, is going to be Smooya. He can't afford to have an average performance here. Statistically, this is his worst map. And so if there ever was a time to kind of overachieve, it's now. Config dealt with in middle, and the hero M4 finds itself a double. Now Astralis set up for the B play. Smooya arriving here a little late to the scene. Does have this A1S to smoke spam. And, it's revenge from Inferno. He was so often the man on the receiving end. Smooya, 3 kills to the good. Would love anything else that Astralis are willing to give him. And they don't want to risk spamming back. Got now retrieved on Crims as well. It's this long wrap from blameF. They've got util out. Smooya's dead. And Crims, they won't give him the chance. They won't give him the repeak. Out of ammo, and the Deagle not pulled in time. Lucky. Good reaction on the swing. Knows he can put the round to the rest right there and then.
That was scary, though. That was very scary. Nice try on the retake. Blame just takes matters into his own hands in this post-plant. And Blame does look like a very comfortable player on Ancient, to be honest. A lot of options for cheeky aggression on CT side. He loves finding gaps in T-halves on lurks. And he's already proving to be a bit of a problem as well in doing so. Pause out for fnatic. That was only an eco, so they made it damn close. They've got everything they need except the AWP. AWPs do rule on CT Ancient. Can float a lot. Take shots, change positions. Not as much necessity on T-half, but also a lot of opening pick chances, especially towards B, getting boosts on box. Or taking mid picks off spawn. Will fnatic take it themselves? No, they give it up. They throw in their util, keeping up the conditioning, but they will back out as the smoke comes in. From some of the util they see out of spawn, they realize what Astralis are doing, and they will lean elsewhere. Brollan and Mezzy, this is a common consistency, taking ramp fully away as well as lane, and Alex leaves at the wrong time. They walk the smoke, they hear the steps. Brollan does backstab Blame, but it doesn't matter if Alex dies here in CT. He is running the entire way, and they've let him slip past. Now they take the kill. One more man in Temple gone, and that might just be the round unless Smooya has something to say.
Yeah, needs to go big, needs to go huge. The time is nigh, and he has dropped the bomb. Ooh, they lose the man in rotation. Brollan dealt with. Config having a round, and there is this huge wraparound coming in from Mezzy all the way into main, but Lucky's heard the footsteps. This kill gets delivered on a silver platter once again. Smooya's the man who's expected to deliver here. 1-on-3. Config having a monstrous amount of impact in this round, and just having that presence of mind. CT's locked in. It really puts a lot of pressure on Smooya. Tries to fight towards main. But Astralis play the trade game.
Yeah, with every round that they're racking on the T side, fnatic is just thinking like, okay, that's one more round. We're going to have to win in our second half, no matter what happens here in the first. And you got to hope they have the depth to dig into once we get there. Right now, though, another eco and another chance for Astralis to continue to build. Again, this mid-molly for Glaive, stopping the climb up on ledge. But if there is lane aggression, it does just often come from Brollan pushing through the cave side. He's doing it again right now into the smoke. Conflict's pick day, often found lurking here for openers, and Blame has found Brollan at the same time. These two are going to be clashing all game towards the cave position. Two players regress. Who's been spotted though? Won't be ready for Mezzy. And so there's an AK, but not picked up, and Zip will keep it clean. 4 up for Astralis and 6 in the game. It's another rebuy for fnatic of very high impact.
Yeah, very high importance, right? Like you need to put a stop to this, because already this is amounted to be a good T side out of Astralis. And here on Ancient, third map in the series, right? You either win this to keep on fighting to try and get to playoffs, or you tuck tail and have to head home. Considering fnatic came from that upper bracket originally, that was never a position they wanted to be in. Smooya, he's getting executed on. This AWP at big box needs to have a bit of a round. First kill, but they're getting close. Spam is good, and Config does not give second chances.
He's had enough.
Alex on the fast mid-wrap, already arriving in the back line, and Astralis ready for it. First kill comes freely. Oh, and the follow-up as well. But from the temple, it's Brollan to clothesline Config, all left onto blameF, who's all the way over at B, man. Having to wrap this A site now, being loud on the approach, and that's nice and easy for Mezzy. Defuses in. And there's fnatic successfully repelling one of those A plays.
Don't think Blame was ready for 3 of his teammates to get eviscerated in 5 seconds, right? No one able to get into comfortable positions, and that is all Alex right there. The space getting taken on that flank, and even when he gets the kill onto Zip on big box, it's a silencer striking, right? Astralis don't even know where he is. Lucky's looking wild. He doesn't know where to aim, and then Brollan comes in to help out from Donut. Perfect time retake for fnatic. And Astralis, all right, that's fine. Their aggressive A rounds have been exciting, but this time it will get held off by the CTs. Smooya's got another AWP. He starts in the same spot, this time even a little more aggressive on A. Then it's getting taken. fnatic, when they want it, they have it. As is often the case on CT side, it's just you can't commit to taking it every single round.
They're going to boost, are they?
Yeah, this is nice.
All right.
Get that early lane info.
Alex up and over, and we'll miss the timing on this player making it into pocket. Right now, lane looks clear, and that's deceptive in its nature. Blame is still here. Floating about, waiting to see if he's given anything now. Alex often clean in the comms, right? You would imagine, he said, could be in pocket, could be hiding out here. It's the one spot you can't clear from that lane peak. Brollan's keeping his wits about him.
Oh, they're trying to force the flank. They're running an execute, and they hope that someone pushes mid. Instead, Brollan cleans out Blame. Kill Blame there. You know it's a fake out. That's all he's doing on this T side right now. Conflict will regress to middle, and a missed spray recovered by Alex. The bomb's in no man's land. Lucky, he's not tall enough. he can't get up there. Just got to frag out now with a flashbang. Crims will deny, and you could see that get pieced together for fnatic. They almost walked into that 3-man jungle setup holding outside of the A site, but as soon as Brollan kills blameF on a lurk, suddenly their eyes are ready for a mid and A attack. Scary stuff, but a flawless round for fnatic. Mind games right now in this game, Harry.
Yeah, I find it kind of interesting. You touch upon these blameF lurks. It's super common to see him late lurking B like this. I mean, it's really all we've seen thus far from them on Ancient, both in this map, but even looking at Ancients gone by, it is his go-to kind of pathing, go-to routing. And some teams have often elected to use that as a way to force the early 5-on-4. But fnatic almost come at it from a decent kind of respectful angle where they give him a bit of room right up until they don't. They're not like forcing an early fight here. Oftentimes, they kind of let him have lane control in the opening segments of the round, and then just look to isolate him when he tries to make a move, tries to catch those rotates.
At the same time, we've seen it once, but I imagine it will come through again in the half, like around where Mezzi and Brollan just take lane off the get-go. They push ramp, they push cave, they split it together. They're actually really, really good at that. They have nice synergy. This could be one of them. Lots of nades in. They won't get the door smoke, though, and that's a necessity for this take. Third man at B, joined from middle. Alex just misses that timing. Brollan's going to have to run back. He hears him running into the site. Mezzi calling for support, picking them out of the sky. A 3 for Mezzi as Brollan bites on the 4th. It's
That's
Lucky
clean.
left alone. You know, on the flip side, when we see Blame doing this like B-lurk, one thing that is consistent when Astralis start 3 or 4B is we'll have Config on jungle or going for A picks, walking out on anti-ecos, trying to find a lot of space. And so there are a couple of things that if Fnatic have done their research, and you'd be sure they have, that they'll be ready for on this T side. They start to build back into this game. 6-6, almost a certainty.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this Fnatic CT side almost feels like a little bit inspired ever since that big game, right? If you remember, big CT side hinged around these double mid pushes, fast lane control, and we do keep seeing that, as you kind of pointed out in the last round, from this Alex holdover in middle. I mean, Crim's often the one tasked with it.
Oh, this might be it. Alex is throwing the door smoke from spawn.
This missed last time they did it,
really?
so yeah, hopefully it doesn't miss again.
No, it looks good. Let's see if Mezzi and Brollan take the space.
They will. You hear that spam as well, and that's only going to tempt you in further. It really does scream that someone's trapped behind that smoke. Trades are even in mid from the get-go.
So much space.
Got the early lane control. Don't put it past Astralis to recommit late. They're going to catch another man. This time over towards Jaguar. As he having to hold this smoke in the doors, and I mean, nowhere feels certain, nowhere feels safe here. He might just want to leave lane altogether. Fnatic are actually leaning towards A, and this is all because of that early control they had at lane. They thought that was going to shut Astralis out. It hasn't. They've grouped up late for the B play, and so all the pressure right now going to be on the shoulders of Mezzi to try and put a stop to this one.
Yeah, he is down on the ramp, but Config is reset from mid, and so even though they're going to walk out behind him, if he leaves his back open to door, he will be a dead man. Config gone. Mezzi now, does he realize they're making noise? They're out in the site. He can't stay alive. Zip stops him in his first track. Now smooya, 1v3, scoped up. They should have heard this. They're going to turn around. Lucky ready, but smooya with a little 1v1, and that's all he ever wanted. Lucky tucks in and won't give it away, and Zip moves back as well to come in on the flank. smooya really wants this kill, and it's just not being presented. When it does, Zip is ready to trade the frag. He goes out wide, and Lucky is the one to trade instead in this situation. It's 7 rounds to Astralis. Yeah, beautiful round for Config. Got to give it to him. Like, he gets that swing out mid, he trades Crims, and then he hides. And Alex comes out of ledge, and he goes, oh, mid's clear, guys. Looks away, tries to check if he's top red or if he's in donut. Config recommits. Then Fnatic finally take mid back. They go, okay, mid's clear, guys. And then Config swings a 3rd time into middle. He just keeps poking his head in and out of the middle area. So Fnatic need to be very aware of that on these Config A-side leans. Again, they take mid. But you can't hold this position forever. Ooh.
Oh, flashing through the double doors as well. It's a nice spray from Brollan to open. Gonna force a bit more respect over towards lane, at least.
50 damage nade onto Config from Crims. As the smoke fades, Config was hiding in it. Fnatic, they've learnt at least. Surely you need installation here, and yeah, blame's going to get it before Brollan can even connect. He's only on 15 health, now a 4-on-4 given up. And Astralis cut out mid-info.
Yeah, good thing about having blame challenge is it doesn't really reveal much of the game plan here. You know, we kind of touched upon how it's so common to see him solo lurking over towards B, maybe with the support of one extra player that you don't get much revealed on the back of that opening, that equalizer. smooya still posted on mid, will eventually lean away, and this is as they've moved all the way through lane, looking like Astralis do want to take middle after all, very late in the round here. Getting this mid control.
I don't think he heard a flash over A, so I think he thought that they reaggressed or they got some info. Maybe that's part of the decision here for Astralis. They want to go back into where fnatic believe is clear.
Clean. Crim's getting wrapped. And, oh, smooya inside of this site and making the orb look good. It's 2. Can he remove the final man? He is getting run down. blameF out of ammo. The Glock in hand, and it's gonna finally come through, but with so many bodies ready to respond, he just gets bogged down having to deal with that AWP. Even though smooya whiffs a couple of those shots there to close, he still puts up the numbers he had to, and he bought more than enough time for his teammates to safeguard that round, make sure Blame can't sneak anything past them.
Yeah, ultimately, this is still an excellent T-side for Astralis. 7 rounds at a bare minimum is nothing to be ashamed of. So we'll have to see if fnatic can one-up it in the second half. They've got one more round to relieve themselves of pressure. And it's going to be a faster B1, a rush. We haven't seen it all half. Astralis runs storming into the site, and the flashes are beautiful as well. Nothing is seen. Brollan gets a double, but he's dead. And Mezzi now has to swing out instead. 2 kills, bomb loose, and that might be it, unless Blame has something to say.
Yeah, another clutch attempt for blameF. He's been given a couple of opportunities, and maybe smooya could be the way in. No, he nails it. And there it is, 8-7 on the half. Neck and neck, more or less, moving in to fnatic's T side. They're going to need something big. Astralis giving it all they've got, and now they move into the favored side. This one's up in the air.
Of course, it's Blame up in cave. smooya's ready for him. It's one consistency of this CT side, but an audacious pick to attempt in a pistol.
Oh man, Lucky's only just dropped that smoke. Oh, able to capitalize on the fade is Zip, and even repositioning for a second. Takes in now, Plum with it. Crim's clean tap, and that brings us back into a 2-on-2. He even goes back into the site for more. That's a little awkward. You thought he was going to hunker down in cave and play around Brollan, but he's left the young gun in the 1v2. They're on the bomb, they're sticking it. Brollan, not enough to win the first fight. Glaive concealed around the pillar, and try as Brollan might. Even with all the kills coming through, it's a lost round. It just skirts on by.
Yeah, what a round for Glaive as well. 5 kills in this map individually, not having a fun time, but he knows his brain is bulging. If there's one fight he's going to win, it's the mental game. Love that stick behind the pillar. Well read. And Zip hits some bangers as well on the defense. That re-aggression for Crims, fully ready for it. 3-on-3. Config back to his mid BS, but it's on CT side where he'll take that room. It's free real estate. fnatic, on the other hand, they lean A. Crims, who's been a rock this series, has gone a bit cold in map 3. No better time to show your worth than now. Lucky Scout hits the headshot before the smokes land. They try and get out. He's got a bit more of a gap. They can't see him here either. Lucky drops grenades. That might, in fact, hit his teammate more than the enemies. And smooya takes that space, trying to pinch Lucky, but it's Zip who shoots him back in the eyes. 3-on-4. Bomb planter for fnatic is pretty good, but Astralis have those numbers.
Yeah, lots coming from Donut. That's what you've got to be ready for here. Messi tries to swing with Brollan. It's going to get left onto Alex at the big box. Caught by Temple, able to react in time. Whittled down by the spam, and now having to just tuck himself in. They don't give him the respect. blameF runs him down, and the defuse does go the way of Astralis.
Very scary. There was no kit there. Nice to see Blame just completely run him down with the UMP. Alex was so flashed. By the time it fades, it's already too late to hear the footsteps. Very aggressive, though, for fnatic. They just burst into the A site with an execute. And I think that was part of the problem against Big. I want to see how things fare as well. That's a good round to play fast when you've only got a couple of guns to lead the pack. But once we hit rifle rounds, fnatic were very quick in some of their T-calling up against Big. And it didn't really work until they hit overtime and they got to, call a pause, slow it down, wait for Big to make mistakes, wait for players to get aggressive. They won a 3-on-5 to close after Keto doubled up in lane. He flanked all the way through T-spawn, and Alex was just holding it like a nerd. Those are the rounds that Astralis were winning on this first half as well. Ones where they would late take mid or have Blame lurking into B. So let's see if fnatic want to swap the pace up. Again, they buy, right? A couple of kills is enough temptation with a bomb plant. Will Astralis be ready for this kind of resistance? Crims with a crazy angle. Glaive's ready for it. And he just gets out with a 5-on-4. Glaive plays the numbers game and he comes out on top.
Oh my.
Hello.
Config is about to disrupt this whole damn thing. Oh no! It looked like he was going to go sooner. Could have caught them with nades out. Just seconds away from making that play. And now it's going to fall to Glaive instead. Double in the round with support from Lucky already being here. This A bomb site is a minefield. fnatic having to wait behind that main smoke, and with every second that passes, reality sets in.
They've dug their own grave. This is double digits for Astralis. Molly can be good, but wrong box. 2 to choose, and Lucky. He's ready. Glaive's going to swing on Lucky's contact. It's a nice setup. The boost is cool.
Yeah, Lucky misses the boost, and ooh, Glaive responds. Out with the swing. Him and Lucky there to deliver.
Glaive's had enough, right? He's really woken up in the second half already. Just that aggressive move into the gun round, or the double force buy for fnatic. The pistol stick probably gave him a lot more confidence. And I mean, that whole setup is him waiting for Lucky to make contact so he can swing. And then he just goes, nah, I'm a swing. I'm going to just end this round. And he does. 10-8. Deagles now for fnatic. Their delayed gratification is only going to put Astralis closer and closer to eliminating fnatic.
But you knew what you signed up for. You knew it was high risk, high reward, and unfortunately, with the risk comes the opportunity that you get nothing. Brollan removed from the round early. Lucky, a smoke spam will go a long way. He's looking right at them as they tiptoe out through the double doors. It's nice, it's clean. blameF taking heads off, and there he is, locking it all in. 4 in the round with Lucky finally spamming out Alex over in middle. But now we get the investment. fnatic, if they don't win this, if this one goes against them, Astralis really are in prime position to send them packing.
Yeah.
Lot of weight on this gun round now.
fnatic put it all on orange, and Astralis, the dealers, they laugh. That's not even a color on the roulette table, they tell them. Dead to red, maybe, for the Brits and Swedes. Molly's into middle. Astralis, oh, that's a leg. smooya hits config. But he gets given a second chance. That would have been a massive kill for fnatic. Instead, they do get lane. But, oh, that's just despicable. We wanted this Brollan Blame battle. We knew we were going to get it, but not like that. Brollan doesn't get a chance to fire a bullet. Just dead to the smoke. Blame built different on B side, and now fnatic beside themselves, walking into A.
It's really all they're left with after losing Cave. You know, you don't know what's happened over at B so far, so you're going to give this A site a look in. Over a mid, Alex is only late lurking. That's kind of his whole premise here. He can try help out, he can try cut down rotations, but he's not going to be involved in the site take. That all hinges on these main players getting into the fray. Config, this is so patient. This is so nasty. With no swing coming out, they fully discounted it, and Config's lined up the round. 2 kills from that position there. Leaves all the pressure on old mate Crims, and with him removed, Alex is left, lost to the hands of time in middle. 30 seconds to make his move, and the move might be to save.
Damn. Yeah, if his teammate lives in the site there, suddenly Alex has a mega lurk. He wanted to follow Blame through middle, but not going to be allowed. And Astralis 12 now on the CT side. Config has just been on point all map. And now that you start to see players like glaive wake up, who doubled his kills in the first 3 rounds of this half after 15. And Blame even smoke spamming Brollan, who was the hero of the CT side, right?
Yeah.
Some of his multi-kill moments with the A1S, some of his pushes on B lane.
That is very much the most heartbreaking part of the round, because that's not anything that like Brollan can do any better. You know, like it's not like he made some huge tactical misplay and oh no, that is just a smoke spam at random from blameF that takes out one of the most pivotal players for fnatic.
And forces the entire round into this little A walk with Alex having to lurk mid. He wanted to play alongside Brollan towards B, but he couldn't. And so Astralis, they're doing it. 12-8, 4 away from one more fight for the Spodek. Climbing up ledge as well. Oh dear, they ready for this pace. Config backstabs them. Brollan shoots him in the face and gets a gun at least. 4 on 4. Cave is taken. But fnatic, do they want to go with a smoke down? They're going to have to wait it out.
Third man now leaning over towards B. blameF out on a little island in the side. The smokes have cut off the bulk of his team, and so he's feeling the pressure. Will get pincered. Alex and Crims get these openers. Glaive, he knows he needed to win a fight if they did want to attempt this retake, and with him falling, fnatic have squeaked one past Astralis with nothing more than pistol armor in this one. There was a hero AK in play, but that really was the extent of it.
Yeah, from good timings to bad for Blame. He just turns as soon as the Cave players get there, but they'd already come up ramp and entry his teammate, so he had to swivel. Only goes 1 for 1 with Zip dead immediately. Crims has a big round. We talked about Glaive's comeuppance in this map. Well, maybe there's still room for Crims to wake up, and he goes hunting for the orb. Ooh, won't get it though. Massive weapon to keep here for Astralis, as they will be able to continue these investments up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the reason why rosters keep like these grizzled veterans of the scene in their ranks, you know, is because you hope you can depend on them in moments like this. And while Glaive is certainly showing he's been able to get himself back into the swing of things, we need to see the same sort of escalation from Crims now. Right, we've had some absolutely phenomenal moments from this guy at the tournament so far, and so you don't want your elimination match to be the time where it all finally gets to you. Hopefully that kill is a sign of things to come. Over in mid, smooya hoping he can respond to these attempts at taking lane, and he does. There's another opener. Brollan winning that fight over at B puts a lot of pressure on blameF. Now, they don't have enough numbers here to pick up the pace in any way that's too significant. Right, they don't have the chance to run into the site, get that bomb down, and go for the immediate post plant. They've got to slowly group, and this is giving time to guys like Glaive to get set up. And now him and blameF both in the cave. Glaive makes contact first. They still don't know about blameF. Now they do. That spam gives it up, and it's returned by Mezzy.
Glaive's not playing to leave, man. He wanted to get involved. He caught smooya crossing in with the orb, but with Blame getting spammed out of cave, it's going to be a done deal. Don't feed the beast, or suddenly he'll be coming back in with a full stomach. still is going to be the save in a 2-on-3. Astralis don't want to throw their money away for such a difficult round, but they will lose a lot in this one anyway. That's going to give fnatic some pep in step. A little B pop with a double entry and a double digits now handed over to fnatic. Oh, Brollan. And he ran far away and he survives on 1 health to the bomb. And every little bit counts at a point like this, right? Having 3 alive means it's a profitable round for fnatic, and that's what they need. But, I mean, today, Harry, no matter what happens, the real loser is Counter-Strike fans. We're either going to get a couple of 2-time champs or a 3-time champion of Katowice eliminated in this matchup. Someone's got to be soured tonight. Blave taking middle with the 1 gun, and oh, it's a lot of damage, but he's out of ammo, and Mezzi just shoots him on the corner of the smoke. Brollan lucky B, and he's got a lot to do with Lucky being loud. He gets burnt alive, shot by Crims at the same time. Blame is here to grab that orb, but will he get shot in the back by Brollan as well? It'll be the front line for Crims. He doesn't even get the weapon. smooya getting dinked as Config pushes up. It's been quite a battle between these two fellas in this map already. And it will be a stalemate for now.
Blink of an eye, chance to win the rounds out the window. blameF, he hears them skirting past in CT, but that's not going to help him. Crims turns on a dime. Maybe we are getting that late game activation.
Yeah, accidentally hits his control key twice while on top of the corpse of his opponent. All friends, of course. But the mental game is a huge aspect at this point. Knowing that in just under 10 rounds, presuming no overtime, we will have 1 more team gone.
There's definitely been a few attempts from either side, namely, you know, Config and smooya, I think, having more of their banter, we'll say. And trying to get in each other's heads, trying to add more stakes to these head-to-heads that we've been getting out of the 2 of them.
I think it just pumps each other up, to be honest. They're both, you know, building in. You know, we heard on the desk, smooya needing to perform. He's done that at least. He's done his job so far.
Yeah, considering, like, statistically, this is one of the maps that normally he struggles on. This would be, I would say, classed as an overperformance and at a massive time as well. Lots of util in mid, just trying to make this as hostile an environment as they can, but it's lane aggression that they might have to worry about. Blame, smoke spam, oh, lots of damage. Tags connecting, they even trade places on the reload, and Brollan, I don't know how he's still alive. Not besting him the first time. Is it going to cost them? No, he just looks away and is rushed down by blameF. Once again, that's going to trigger this same response out of fnatic, where they're kind of left with one decision, and that is to pump and dump into this A bomb site. Config and Lucky have to hold the line, and now only Config remains. He sniped the man advantage from the ranks of fnatic. And now looks to set up for a retake, but burnt out by smooya's molly right as a kill comes in over in Temple. Now smooya turns back round to hold the flank. Missed shot and closing the gap, but that's quick. smooya leaves it all on Zip. And even though he won a 1v3 in this position last time, the stakes are entirely flipped around. He's got to save, he's got to leave, he's got to back out. And that's fnatic up onto 12, tying this game up. The T side, it's all coming together.
What happened there, man? That was going so well for Astralis. That was a 3-on-5 for fnatic out of the gate. They lose Brollan at B. Crims gets snuffed out by Lucky on the A site. And then, yeah, he gets traded, but Config escaped. Don't know how he got burnt out in CT, moving back in through the smokes, through the maze, the mist, put down by fnatic. It might have been a molly in front of a smoke that he felt he had room to run through. And Zip, you can see the new map effect, right? His smoke spam onto the planter. He was just shooting a wall, man. Close, but won't cut it. And the Ballpark's Nile could have done everything there. Yeah, there's the molly we saw. Config got out for a second, but felt the need to get back involved. Pre-smoke on what is often a Molotov in middle, but now with no money for Astralis, they're left to just this 1 AK. Blame, I don't know if he saw that cross.
Okay.
Zip has gotten involved and maybe could throw this gun over. There's only 2 more armored players, but Blame can smoke cave and lean back to swap out with Zip. He's got to cross in though, and Mezzi is looking to deny exactly that. 4 on B right now, and a 5th in transition. Mezzi's going to get the kill, but pulling nades allows Zip to double up. Smooya trades with the deagle. Bomb is lost right now. 2 on 3, and the pistols might just do it.
Oh man, Brollan's trying to look everywhere, and they swing him. They shut down the attempt at the B play. A perfect gamble from Astralis, fully stacking, fully padding that B bomb site, and an opportune moment to do so. Only Deagles and the hero AK on Zip, while the AK got 3, setting those Deags up to close.
And every kill they get, they pull a nade. They think, okay, that's the guy, that's the guy. No, this is the guy. Everyone there for Astralis. What a rotation from Zip as well. Puts that one gun to use, as you say. Brollan has to smoke the Molotov. Zip continues to keep up the pressure. He's here getting aggressive with Blame. Blinded, somehow makes it to middle. Brollan's still going to stop him, and Alex comes out late from mid to trade, but Config is still here, trying to make a bit of a gap with the smoke, trying to look above it, up to the ledge. But from one ledge to another, Grims will make it just by.
Yeah, fnatic are going to take a little leap of faith of their own here, right? Leaning towards B. They might have been betrayed last time.
Oh no, Lucky's flanked with the AWP.
He's still not in the best of spots to have impact with it. At a bare minimum, he's going to get a second man to reinforce this B hold. Glaive and Config here, not to be slept on, not to be underestimated. That molly forces a bit of respect out of Glaive, but he'll reply, bringing this back into even odds. And now Lucky's wrapped around. Now it's got a chance to find something. Arriving with the AWP, Mezzi's been cancelled out. fnatic, this is where the pressure can get to you. This is where you're either a diamond or you're nothing. And smooya all alone, 1 versus 2, they're on the bomb. He's got to be clean, he's got to be quick. And that privilege goes to Config. 14 for Astralis. They pull up, a man down as they arrive to that B site, and they leave with 2 surviving and a round going their way.
Yeah, didn't even try and spam out the plant, right? That's because every time we've seen Astralis do such a good job of hiding behind the pillar and wrecking fnatic in retakes like that gone by. Again, we saw a 3-on-5 just from fnatic. That was a 3-on-5 for Astralis, and they still managed to get it done, losing both players on that lane push. What a game we're getting right now out of the Danes. Coming alive at the end. Config has not known when to quit. 21 kills from him and Blame each, and now fnatic keep up the pace. Lucky's here with the AWP. Fast out a smooya trade. He has been getting a lot done in this late game activation with the AWP. Flashed out, Config blinded, and Mezzi's going to overwhelm him.
Oh, Glaive, that's a team flash. Oh no! Out of all the timings for it, Zip! He's fed into the wolves. That's the A site taken. Nothing that Astralis can do. That one flashbang really throws them through a big old loop. And Alex is even rapping, even coming in on the backstab. Not content with just winning the round, but you want to take everything that Astralis are hoping to hold on to.
I mean, Zip's hoping for something crazy to happen, someone to overstep or a ninja of some sort. Alex is going to get that backstab, and now going to clear temple means Zip is on a timer, and that window is shutting. Alex right behind enemy lines with a double to ensure the round for fnatic. Nothing can go wrong. And my goodness, this game keeps delivering. Ancient, it certainly provides exciting matchups. I don't think anyone could deny that.
All right then, I'm getting the accountants on the line. We've got to check the books here, right? Astralis. Oh, it's such a weird place, right? Because the last round they win, they keep 2 surviving. You've got guys that can afford, but you've got players that can't as well. You don't want to get caught overextending, but also you don't want to give up the equalizer. You're in 2 minds about this one.
I'd love to see a hero gun and surround it with some pistols, right? They already won that round before with Zip's saved AK and his triple kill with the B stack, but yeah, it's very hard to make the call here. Really, you're playing for everyone to be fully invested, and that won't happen here. At least Astralis have that 1 round lead, that 1 round buffer to give them the option. But you can always be crazy. There's nothing stopping you. And crazy is as crazy does. We've seen mad stuff all day. Blame buys full, glaive gets an AWP for lucky, and they are doing it. Astralis, this could be selling themselves down the river with a triple SMG buy. It's a very risky decision. But like you said earlier, with risk comes reward. And locking fnatic out now with 15 and 2 chances to close is the hope, the dream of Astralis. What is their game plan with 3 SMGs?
Mate, this is so ballsy, isn't it? It screams confidence in one hand, but it's all in on the other.
Madness.
This is either what makes or breaks Ancient for the Danes.
Gotta care these reloads, man. Doing them in such precarious positions. No more smoke spam for Blame. He tapers off for now. Blame breed Brollan, smooya v config. The 1v1s this game have been clear as that. Zip's gonna fake them out, doubling back. Blame still here, dodges the flash. But no one's jumping through this smoke, not in the 5-on-5. Not this early in the round.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to be that first player on the receiving end, right? No one wants to be the first domino to fall.
We've heard 2 different SMGs here. That's a factor. I wonder if fnatic is staying ahead of that. Glaive's boosted tree. This is a fantastic position right now.
Is he going to get cleared? Well, they commit to it. Alex goes in first. Oh, no, it's so ugly. Clash of the big brains, clash of the IGLs, and Alex comes out ahead. Config playing this smoke again, playing over the top of it, but as he gets wrapped from Donut, things are heating up. Config, oh, he needs to put up numbers, and that's the bomb onto a double. USP, the sidearms out. Alex moves in, and Config's now removed. Smooya, he even drops another. It's these SMGs from Cave that Brollan heard earlier that have got to come in clutch, that have got to deliver for Astralis. That's if they even want to give this a go. With Blame getting an AK, he's still creeping forward, still looking to get in, and Smooya cancels him out. Only Zip remains. A 1v3. He'd have to replay rounds gone by if he wants to win this one, and he's out of there, just saving the rifle, just holding on.
Oh, he wants to replay rounds gone by. That's exactly why he's saving the AK. But they won't let him. They're hunting him down. 2 health on the escape. Alex has already been dispatched to CT to finish what he started.
Look at the hunt, mate. They're ruthless. They won't let you get away with anything. They want to take this gun out if they can. And right now, Zip is on the right path. He's walking a pretty thin line with Alex here, but he should get away. At least having this 1 rifle to deny 15. I mean, hell, we've seen him do it once, but to expect Zip to do it twice in the same map, it is a big ask.
Despite Config's double there, what a double-layered lurk for fnatic. They have 2 players coming through on the mid-split for Donut. Brollan, who was holding for the B aggro, he knows what Astralis have been doing. He comes in so late to trade that kill to Config. That is a swing frag for Brollan. And then Smooya even picks Lucky's off on rotation. You cannot deny the impact that Smooya and Brollan have had in this game, both nearing 30 kills, and Astralis, who gave it all they had in the last, are not buying around that AK. They're playing for overtime.
Zip's got to do it again. Got to do it again with the AK. And he is leaning towards B, the site that he was able to accomplish this from last time around. It's not a full stack for Astralis, though. They keep a 2-3 split between that A and B bomb site and Brollan. I mean, dude, this fight between these 2 in Cave has been something to behold, but Brollan winning this one out. Blame sent to the sidelines, having to just look on now as he watches this 1 rifle and the rest of his team try to scrape anything past the fnatic ranks, and look at how passive they're being. This is all because of the scoreline we're at and the fact that fnatic have been burned by rounds like this before. They take it low and slow and group up outside of B, but wouldn't you know it, Astralis, they have lent very heavy towards this side of the map. It's a fake exec into A, but that's not going to work with a player in main. That's not going to work. The guy pushed all the way up in here.
Config. Oh, this is exactly how fnatic lost to the solo gun last time. There's not the same supporting cast. USP's on the other two, but Zip rather, if there was any time to shine, it would have been then. Brollan denies, lucky close cleared by the AWP, running and gunning, and now it's Blame. All he can do, it's nothing. Config on a big flank, but by the time they've planted, they are ready for every contingency, every position. Mezzi does get triple D'd, the third bullet to connect, but it doesn't make a damn difference. They won't let him get the gun nor the round. It's fnatic, 15 found.
Oh my goodness, the full 30 rounds served up in front of us. Astralis, are their eyes bigger than their belly?
Oh no. I was shocked they even went for that SMG buy, but like you said, when it happened, it screams confidence. And if there's one thing Astralis have had all day, all game, it has been confidence, not deterred by destruction on overpass. They came through on Ancient with the lead, with every reason to believe, and fnatic now are the first to find that guarantee of overtime. Can they close it before we ever get there? Can they eliminate Astralis, two-time champions from the Org and from Glaive and Zip?
First time we've seen them have to contest with the double AWP, right? That's something. Maybe that can be the ace in the hole for Astralis. It's taken. smooya moving up onto lane. Not looking to commit to B, instead hoping he can find a route into Donut. The rest of his team are pressuring Cave. Blame wins not one, but two fights. Huge stuff in Cave. Blame's done his part in the round, and now the rest of his team have to finish what he started. Crims falls, and this round is starting to slip away from fnatic. Overtime, locked, loaded, and ready to go, unless smooya and Mezzi, the two British boys, can make it happen. They're smoked off at ramp. Their options are limited. That bomb in Cave has been conceded by Astralis. That's something for fnatic to hold on to at least.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shock anyway, but smooya very decisively gets that package back. 30 seconds. If they wanted to bail middle, there's still someone to worry about in config in his second AWP. smooya's got to clear every corner. Quick shot, will not connect. Lucky stops him, and this might be it. This might be the start of something for Astralis. 1v4, and it's not happening. We're going to overtime. Bonus play. Astralis will not give up, will not go down, and look to eliminate fnatic in bonus rounds. Stay with us. We'll be back for more.
On the third map of Ancient. That's right, 15-15, and neither one of these teams want to go easy into that good night, into that elimination. All anyone's been thinking about is the return to these LAN events we know and love. To do that, to have a chance to make it to the spot, like, you have got to win this series.
And then some. Old age may burn and rave till close of day, Harry, but none of these legends of the game want to give it up and go down now. Here we go, round 31. Astralis, they keep up their CT side, saved by the bell with a last-minute buy and a double AWP. Config will keep it going as he picks smooya to start. That's the bomb tumbling forward, but he won't hang around. Just denying that trade is enough for Astralis to keep things clean. 5-on-4. Blame gonna get popped. He turns and he still recovers. Oh my goodness, he must have heard the click of the flash. That is quite the turn for Blame. First time we've seen anyone go through that smoke, and it doesn't work wonders. Not for fnatic at least. Oh, he just spammed out Mezzi in mid.
Oh my god. In these last two rounds, the blameF Cave play has become more heroic than ever. Right, it was him doubling up that tipped the scales to take them to overtime in the first place. And now, in with another double, only this time it goes untraded, unpunished. There's nothing you can do. You're left with a last-ditch attempt to try and get into this B site. But Astralis are one step ahead. Glaive's already moved in to be a third man. Another problem, only adding to the list for fnatic. Tags go either which way, but a re-smoking at ramp shuts down the hope of a B play, and it's all left onto Alex. Not even a dent made in the armor of Astralis. 16. They get the first in OT, hitting the ground running.
We're back to Inferno with smoke spams finding opening kills. And what a dirty angle for Zip as well. He gets double headshot in Cave, but he takes like 25 damage from that little pixel gap with a bit of info. And no one needs to peek on Astralis until he gets that spot. There's that spam for Glaive. It was Ledge Mezzi dead. 16 to 15. And Astralis, they seem to have found their winning formula. Not too late, though, for fnatic to have a second resurgence. They did it against Big in this very position. This is not Big anymore. Out mid, 4-3. Top red smoke going to give them that control. Zip tries to bait for Glaive, tucked in red. Just a jump, and he's been spotted. That's enough. Zip can give it up. Oh, not again! Same round, same result. This time it's Mezzi actually at bottom middle. That was not a ledge player. He was with the rest of his team. Blame. We call that the rain spam. Maybe we need to give it a new name. The King of Cave.
Oh man, Config with aggression. This second AWP finding impact, and Config's going back in for more. Smooya will best him in the head-to-head, but he's going to have to do a lot more. Smooya, nades are out. He spots Glaive back at CT, and the molly denies the peek for now. Smooya's given them room, given them chances where it looked like there were none. He's created something for fnatic to work with. A 2-on-5, turn 2-on-3 in the post plant. Oh, Alex going up and over, spam low inside of the site. They need to find this AWP, they need to find Smooya. And right now, he's not moving a muscle. There is this big flank coming in for blameF all the way through main. So right now, these players in Temple just trying to buy time. Smooya is fully open to this angle. This will be a blameF frag if something doesn't change soon. And there it is, a tap to find him. Alex alone in the clutch. First kill found, but the response is immediate for Astralis. And they take a 17th, 2-0 to open up overtime and a chance at a flawless CT half here.
They gave Blame so much room there, and even then, Lucky had to hit that shot. If Alex gets that second kill, that round is done, man. The time was so low. By giving Blame the time to walk all the way through T-spawn and main, that's a very scary round from Smooya and Alex, but Astralis keep on holding down this game. Lovely reaction for Lucky. Not had to talk about him all too much in this CT side. Glory has been taken by many another player. Brollan, Smooya, 30 kills apiece. Blame almost there. Config 4 off. And despite the top fraggers resting on fnatic, it's Astralis, the team that are out on top. One more round would solidify a fantastic CT side in overtime. And of course, the change, the money, which we haven't talked about, 12.5k in these OT games. Such a nice change. Means you can get that AWP every round, but you can't run auto snipers till the day is over, as much as you would like to. We'll see about that CT side, I guess, but just means that fnatic aren't put on pistols after losing 2 rounds. They get everything they want, and they go back to the A site.
Yeah, gonna try and get in. Gonna try and best this hold of Lucky and Glaive, but already rotations are coming in. Lucky scoped, mollied off the angle. He burns low, but takes one with him. Glaive only good for the first. It's more from the AWPs that are making this work for Astralis. Bomb retrieved, Lucky mollied off the angle. Oh, but it's Config's AWP to silence that plant, and it's all left onto Alex again. Lost to the smoke, and Config seals the deal. It's a flawless CT half out of Astralis. fnatic barely even able to make a dent in the Danish defense.
Hey, Config is in full control. He tried to bring this AWP right at the end of regulation, but now in overtime, it is styling, it is starring, and Glaive tucked in as well behind the box. Never cleared. It's what cost them earlier when Config did the exact same play in the previous half. Astralis now, they just need one T round, and their T side of reg was just so good, so dynamic. Blame back to bullying in lane. He's got a quick smoke in Brollan. Gonna molly it. Blame runs right through. Crims is below in middle. Mezzi's been picked. Dead early. Alex tries to fight back on ramp, and with a flash, actually killing Zip from Lucky. It's a bit awkward. 4-on-4. Crims needs to get out of dodge. They're about to pinch him from both sides at the same time. Astralis slow it down in the mid-round, something that fnatic rarely did. They like these quicker approaches. It's Astralis' patience that will let them clear more positions, get more control towards B.
Oh, that's lovely. Crims, all right. Very quiet in this game, but a big swing kill in this round, at least in OT. Nades into the B site, looking like the commit for Astralis. Only too strong on the defense. They're going to try and swing that advantage their way even further, boosting Brollan up over the top. Doesn't really have the angle he was hoping for, so it's going to come down to Spam, and Spam's close. Alex, does he want to push this? Baiting for the reload. It's a wonderful little double play, the interplay between them there, but is that going to be enough? Lucky's turned the tide. He's brought it back to even odds. This AWP trapped on the pillar. But Lucky's fine fighting this. He looks comfortable, and oh man, Lucky out with the swing, does fall to Crims. One man still to find is blameF, tucked at ramp. Crims clearing dead angles, and Blame's reposition is huge. Crims is dead, and Astralis lock it in. Heartbreak for fnatic, but a victory screech from the Astralis camp. They edge that one over the line in OT, and they continue raging on in the lower bracket.